So when I say the word environment, what comes to mind for you?
Uh, Pollution, the polluted environment, the disrespect to Mother Nature, uh, the dangers that may be involved down the road for our children's children, maybe, or something. I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime, but it could. If they don't start getting more serious about this, it could have effect of dealing with the whole planet.
Thing that comes to mind is I've been bothered like when I think of the environment, I think of like outside, and then the first thing that brought to my mind was like how bad people aren't taking care of it. I was walking through a parking lot recently, and my husband was driving the kids around, so I walked like way further than I normally would across, and there was this it was stores here, and then a bunch of fast food restaurants here, and he was talking fast food, so I was walking across like this big open area, and it was filled with trash, filled.
Really?
And that it was disgusting, and I was just looking at and I've been noticing how much people leave around. So when you said environment, I immediately thought of how bad people are at taking care of the earth.
Gosh, I feel like it's in need of some tender, loving care. And I feel like that's one of the things that drives me crazy. I don't want my kids to live in a trash heap. Like, I'd like them to be able to see some of the same things. I don't want them to not be able to see polar bears because the Arctic doesn't exist anymore. And it's concerning because I think there's some things you can't turn back. Like some things, yeah, you might be able to clean up, but I don't know. Can you put an ozone layer back? I don't think so.
I go back and forth because the climate has been changing since the beginning of time. It gets colder, it gets warmer, it gets colder, it gets warmer. You'd think Washington only crossed the Delaware because it was frozen because we were going through it like a miniature ice age.
Right.
Is a lot of it because of what we're doing? Maybe not. It could be just the earth in its natural aging progress. So some of that climate change I just kind of I don't really believe in, if that makes sense. I do see that it is happening.
That we're screwing it up. Job not well done. I think globally, I think human instinct is just to really correct things when it gets super critical. I just don't think we're at that super critical point, or don't realize that we are. I don't doubt that things will be rectified. They'll fast forward a solution for things when the seas start rising. All the weather gets really out of control, where it makes more economic sense to fix it.
Pollution, like deforestation, like our world dying. I just feel like we've abused our planet so much. I feel it's at the tipping point. I think of global warming, and just pollution is a huge problem.
We're not doing enough. Like what I always say is you need to bend the curve. Remember, I think that was a term we used back in the early days of COVID. Remember, right? We got to bend the curve, right? I don't see how we're going to do it because it just takes such a long time, to change the direction of a ship, what we do on the planet Earth,
Yeah.
I wonder what's life going to be like, at least for my kid 50 years from now.
You have people moving out of the cities and into everywhere now because they're I don't have to live in the city. I can connect from anywhere. I can live wherever I want. I don't have to live in this packed in area. But are these people that are moving out of the cities, are they actually spending time in the wilderness near where they're moving? And because if they did, I think it would help with how we connect with the world, the natural world. But I worry that people are going to just spread out and then still remain on a computer. And like, that's not that healthy. I think we are becoming too connected, and too connected to a bigger space and not necessarily to where we are physically. I think we're getting farther away from our local environment, nearby location. I don't think it's going to help if you are less connected to it.